Well, I think all that emotion that we've been kind of riding at the end of the year, we just kind of ran out. We were just an empty unit tonight for whatever reason, and yeah, that's unfortunate. But obviously didn't play our best basketball game tonight.
You were worried about their physical style player. That's kind of the first thing you mentioned. It seemed like they were the more physical team tonight. So
They were more physical. They were more active. I mean, they kicked us on the glass really good. We just, I don't know, we weren't moving the same way. We didn't respond. We needed to score the ball early, and we had some opportunities to score the ball early from the foul line and from layups, and didn't do it. And we just kept putting too much pressure on our defense tonight, and caught up to us.
You guys were able to hang around for a while. It seemed like the play where Elon had, you guys broke the press, had the layup opportunity. Did that maybe start to be a point for you when you thought this might not go our way?
Yeah, I think it was. It should have been a 4-point game if we convert those 2 layups, and we can look at those 2. A number of layups in the first half and free throws, and wide open. We created enough opportunities, but you've got to convert. But yeah, we could just never get that momentum. We could never find that groove offensively, and again, put too much pressure on our defense. Just didn't play well.
after such a great season, what is it like to end it like this? And like you said, you didn't play as well as you should have.
Yeah, it's no fun playing like we did tonight. I mean, it's no fun for anybody. I mean, we surely appreciate the crowd that came out and supported us, and I'm disappointed that we didn't, deliver a nice performance for them. They've been great all year, but we got to kind of not look at this game, right? We've got to look at what we just accomplished and how this group breathed life back into Colorado State women's basketball. It's all about that group's competitive. They're very, very competitive. They're honked off at how they played. They are, right? And so it's hard to get them to look at the big picture. So, which the big picture is a really, really good basketball season where they were extremely consistent, and there were a lot of nights we weren't the most athletic team on the floor, and we weren't, the quickest or the tallest, but we were the best team on the floor most nights. And they were a really good basketball team really all season. And we are proud of them for that. And so what they've done for this program and how they've helped turn this thing and started this momentum, this will always be a very, very, very special group. And, when those oldies come back, Kaylee, Sam, Alicia, they're always going to be in those rafters. They'll always have a banner in the rafters for a Mountain West Conference championship. You know how hard it is to win a championship? It's very, very difficult, and this group did that. They did that. And they should be very, very proud of the year that they had.
And then for the kids coming back, what does the experience like tonight playing in a postseason do for them?
It should fuel some fire. I mean, it's obvious we need to get in the weight room. We need to become stronger. We still need to get more athletic. We need to grow our individual games. And so we just told them we can't stand still. We will not stand still. Our program will forever be moving. And so we'll get some rest. It's important that we do rest our bodies and go through a rest phase. But then we got to start moving again. We've got to get better. There's no doubt about it. I mean, a performance like tonight, we've got to be better. And so those kids know that, and they like to work. That's what I love about these kids. They love to work. So we'll rest, and then next year's here.
Let a little thing slip, but I honestly think that we didn't, besides rebounding, that part, they definitely out rebounded us by a lot. I don't know what the final count was, but that was something that definitely hurt us, but I don't think that that's what beat us tonight.
What do you think was the biggest reason then?
I mean, we weren't playing like ourselves. We were missing little layups. We weren't getting
Free throws.
rebounds. We weren't making our free throws, and all those little things matter. I mean, all those little layups, they matter in the end. I mean, you look at the score. If we would have made all those little bunnies, we would have been right there. If we would have made those free throws, if we would have gotten those rebounds, and that's the little things that killed us tonight. We didn't do the little things right, and then that's why we lost.
Sorry if this has been asked, but the rebounding difference, were they doing something that was able to get them to slip in the box out attempts and get all those offensive rebounds?
Honestly, I don't know. They were just tougher in there. They were just tougher to the ball. They were pursuing the ball more than we were. And that's what I think it came down to, is we weren't just grabbing them as a team.
What's the experience like just playing an actual postseason tournament game for you, especially how far you've come from 4 years ago?
I mean, it's definitely been one of my dreams, and it was very, very cool. The atmosphere was awesome. We had a great crowd in Moby tonight. It was fun. It was a fun atmosphere. It sucks to lose like that. But this program's going somewhere, and I think that that's something that everyone can look at. This year it's a WNIT. Next year, like, who knows what's going to happen? Like, we're rebuilding this program, and this is one of the first steps, and we gotta win these. But you know, it's a great step for this program and getting us back on track to how it used to be.
AJ, the shooting numbers have kind of been an issue the last couple of games for you guys. And again, tonight, second half, 25%. Were you getting the looks that you guys were hoping for? Or?
Yes and no. I think we did need to reverse the ball a few more, get some kickouts. But I think it's just frustrating because the shots that we were taking as a whole are shots we can make. It's just maybe they weren't the shots we should have been taking. Maybe we should have gotten something a little bit easier until we got into a flow. So.
Sam, then, looking back on this year, obviously, first conference title in a dozen years, first postseason appearance in, I think, 10 years. Anything stand out most when you kind of look back now that things are over?
I think that this team accomplished a lot, and that's something you got to focus on. We made a lot of history this year. We played together a lot of the times. We made great friends, and I think that that's what we can focus on as a whole, is what we did and at getting this program back on track.
I think we made a lot of history, but also, like, that game, I think we could have won. We should have won. The Fresno game, we were more than capable of winning. So it's not to say, like, what we did isn't good enough, but it's like we could have did more. Like, we could have been playing in the NCAA tournament, and we should be going to the second round right now. So, I mean, yeah, we've come a long way, but at the same time, we're better than that. That wasn't where we should have stopped. So.